Hello, or welcome to, or welcome back to the channel of the Nasdaq Scalping Bot. In this channel, I keep you guys posted about everything that's going on with the Nasdaq Scalping Bot, but I already started a second project, and that's called the Scambaiting Bot. And in this series, we're gonna take a look at how you can build a scam baiting bot. And this is the it's the fourth time that I try to make a video about something that I use in the scam baiting bot integration in the Docker that should have been rather easy to do. But there were a lot of complications, more complications than I expected, that it took me for 3 nights, 3 evenings, and part of the nights to figure out what is wrong with this integration of LLaMA into a Docker with Python. And in this video, for the 4th time, I'm gonna take you along with what happened until now with the scam baiting bot. Let's get to it.
Hello, scammers.
What we do, usually I do it from what I have, what I'm planning to, and I take you along with me, and then along what I do, you can copy along, you can do the same things that I do, but now, for now, I want to start at the end, and then it's not completely the end, but the end for right now, what happened to now. So let's give you the view of the Docker station. And if you look, you see that I have a scam baiting bot, latest as the image, and it's running continuously. So we have a running container with the image of the scam baiting bot that's working right now. Good, so I have a scam baiting bot container and an image. This is the image. Within the image, the LLaMA. And usually installing LLaMA into Docker is not that great of a problem. That's what when I started the video 3 days ago, and I'm gonna show you guys how do you install LLaMA inside Docker. Unfortunately, after trying this and trying this, there were so many things that I tried and restart video and editing, and it was a complete mess. So I quit the video 2 days ago, and I thought, okay, let's figure this out, what's changed, what's new, and how it's now different than the time that I used to do. And the second day I did it again, tried to find out, did not make any recordings, but I thought, okay, it's going good, let's try, and it went wrong again. And yesterday, I had, and said 2 days ago, but yesterday I had actually a running scam baiting bot. No, it's 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago I had a running scam baiting bot image. It's 9 GB big. And so now I can show you guys how I did it in reverse. And then we can see and how we progress along the video, because you only see the end product and not what I do in between. Let's go back, and then I want to take out of the picture the Dockerfile, and let's get to this is Deepseek. And if you see down here, this is a very small scrolling button, and we went all the way up. I will stop in between then you see that there were codings and refittings and did this and final verification with things doing, and it was a lot of making a Docker file that actually works in Docker to create a LLaMA server solution for the LLaMA server. I think, okay, we have a solution, and the solution was something about, where is it? Making a supervisor dconfig. So I brought that in, and okay, this is the solution. We're gonna film it, we're gonna make a video, and then we're gonna use the supervisor dconfig in the video so everybody can see we need to do this, and it still didn't work. This is a lot of things going on. I did test a lot of this part. Well, if you're following along, you need something. And we're gonna do this again so that all of you see what is on the what you need to do to make the same things that I do. Let's go back to the Dockerfile. Give me Docker, thank you. And this is the image. I'm gonna delete the container, the Scambaiting bot container, delete forever. And I'm gonna delete the Scambaiting bot image, because you guys don't have this. This is not something that you have. If you're following along, then the last part that you have in your Docker desktop is a Python file, a Python image, and probably the image still of hello Docker. You can delete that one too. You have the same image as I have, a 3.1 slim image of Python, and that's it. Now I have a message that there's a new Docker available. I did not use it because I first want to know, is everything the same, so that you guys who are programming along or doing this along, that you do the same stuff that I do, and not that I do some things off cam without you seeing what I do off cam. Good. So you have a Docker desktop with one image, and that image is a Python image. That's it. And the goal is to add LLaMA to the Docker environment, because LLaMA should be the one that responds to our hacker requests and make things difficult for our hacker. So the AI support to our bot, to our Scambaiting bot, is essential for the entire functioning of the bot. So we did, and that is what you saw in the latest video in the planning, we planned to add LLaMA to the Docker and use it as our AI to play the granny, to keep the scammer busy. Well, how did we do that, and how did I do this? Well, let's take this one off and go to PyCharm. Okay, John, hold your horses, because I don't know where you left in the video, but in the meantime, we had some other problems and errors with integrating LLaMA into the Docker environment as an independent server. But as you can see on the screen, well, if I actually use the screen and not OBS, congratulations, your Scambaiting AI is fully operational with the question, do I need to help you with any further enhancement or deployment? So, it's 1 a.m. I'm gonna show you how I did this that we're looking at, and because I don't know where I am currently in the video and where I'm gonna cut in, but this is the code you're gonna need to make this happen. While I adjust the screen a bit. Okay, good. So I'm gonna disable, I'm gonna do this, go to, and then we go to Dockerfile. And this is what you need to have in your Dockerfile. And maybe I'm repeating myself now, but there were problems with the GitHub getting the LLaMA CPP and the CMake option, and I could solve it by adding that parameters should be off. The LLaMA curl is off and the LLaMA open blaze is off. So this is the Docker file as it is right now that you need to install the LLaMA CPP in the Docker file. So pause the video if you need the code. Then I go to the supervisor D. The supervisor D config, I adjusted also some things to the earlier version. Again, I don't know if I'm repeating myself or where I break into my own video, but I added, and then I need to do it right. Yeah, I added a sleep for 30 seconds, and I added again a start seconds of 30. The problem I ran into was first, before I started this video, the problem that the right folder was not in this command. The command used to be bin and then server, but it had to be LLaMA -server. That was the first error I needed to find out, and that cost me a couple of trial and error, like programming often is, by trial and error and diving into. So that's the first one. And the second problem after I solved this was the fact that we have a restart, but that Linux in Docker did not wait long enough to actually start the server of LLaMA, and because he did not wait long enough, he restarted it as in, okay, I need to restart because this command was not executed. And so I restarted it and restarted it 3 times, and it didn't happen. And then he killed the command, and the entire server did not start. While actually, when I did it manually inside the container with the Linux commands, that it actually did work. So I added, but on Deepseek's advice, Deepseek advice was a 10-second delay, and I saw it and I think, well, 10 seconds will not be enough. I make it into 30 seconds. So I added a 30 seconds delay together with a sleep of 30 seconds. That should be enough. It's a minute. That should be enough to execute, to start up the server for LLaMA. So that's the second file you need to create. And the third file we already had, that's the requirements.txt. You need to have the request, and added to it is Flask. Those are the files you need to install the LLaMA server inside the Docker as an independent server you can use in the main py. And that's what we have in the main py, is the class with the Scambait, where we exit, where we're using the 8080 port. We playing a Margaret, a 70-year-old widow, and we prompted this. And in the test, we created a simple test with testing the LLaMA connection. We have a test message. Your computer has a viruses, plural. Print then the response of the scammer. That should be the test message, and then we put that response into our LLaMA. There it is. Create for LLaMA the object LLaMA response with the test message, and then Margaret should give us the response in a print, and then we can see with a printout that LLaMA is responding correctly. And is there an error, then we get an error and the information about this. And then test completed. The container will remain running with the LLaMA server. Time to sleep 3600, where otherwise always an hour, because that was the initial error, that the server did start, but did not start long enough. Did not start long enough, and close it itself down. So the last couple of days I was working on solving this problem, what actually should be an easy task. I did not expect that this could be this complicated for me. Now for you, you have all the code, so it's no problem for you. But for me to make this and to make the video to show you how to do this. Well, did we see this in Docker? Yes. Let's go to Docker. And I'm gonna run, oh, that's not correct. I'm gonna say Python. And then we have the main py. Wait a minute, I need to take a look at this. ls. Yeah, so this is Python, and we're gonna use main.py, run main.py inside the Docker. There's the message. Can you see it? Yeah, your computer has viruses. It's been fed to Margaret. Oh, and then Margaret's response is, I don't have a computer. And then the scammer, I see that, but your computer is infected with virus and we must clean it. And this is a prompt somewhere else from. I don't care where does prompt come from. But we know that it works, and that's important. We can see if I do this again, and I'm gonna run Python main py again. Then we get the same message. Of course, your computer has viruses, but this time the response of Margaret should be different. And Margaret's response is now, what? I don't have a computer. And then the scammer says, oh no, but you do. It's right here on the screen in front of you. So it seems like that the response of the scammer is also part of the current test from LLaMA. So Margaret is played by the AI and the scammer is played by the AI in this case as we testing it if all works. And it does work right now. So we're gonna expand this into further next steps. The planning is in the previous video if you want to see what the plans are. So we're gonna expand this and coding on with this project. It cost me a couple of days to finalize this, but there is a but we're gonna code this, but it's not it's not gonna be that we're gonna train you as making this bot, but at the same time that the scammers know how this bot works. So we're gonna separate the open part on YouTube, as in this is general knowledge, this can anyone do, but the more specific tasks about how we're gonna train the bot and what we're gonna do internally as the bot progress with the coding, that part I'm gonna place behind the Patreon screen, because as long as it is free, scammers will use this information, but as soon as they have to pay for it, they don't want to do it. So what I can and what's needed will be placed just here on YouTube, no problem, but some parts will be behind closed doors and the Patreon environment. I already created in Patreon a special tier that you can sign up to if you really want to help the community to build this bot or do it by yourself and be your own scambaiting bot. Then you need to have this tier in the Patreon environment. I will leave a link in the description so you can get to the Patreon environment, but it's not my intention to make money with the Patreon environment, with Patreon, but my intention is to shift people who are really want to use this bot to do good, and people who want to know how this bot actually works and so they can counter it. That's the ones I want to keep out of the door. I will post in the video and will tell in the video which parts are behind closed doors and which parts are open and viewable on YouTube in the video that I'm working on. So that's the extra that I want to give on, and hopefully, because this is supposed to be an easy task, putting in LLaMA inside the Docker, but it's had some more work than I do. I do not know the time of the video. I do not know how long it takes now, but you have now the information how to make your own LLaMA server, AI server, inside Docker for the next step we're gonna do. And I believe that the next step will be the, I guess, Windows environment. That's gonna be the next one, I guess. I will figure it out talking with Deepseek, but what it will be, you will see it in the next video. And remember, have a little fun every day, and see you in the next video.